is the President of India? Answer: Ramnath Kovind. Who is the Vice President of India? Venkaiah Naidu. Who is the Prime Minister of India? Narendra Modi. Who is the Chief Justice of India? Sharad Arvind Bobde. Who is the Attorney General of India? Mr. K.K. Venugopal. Who is the Solicitor General of India? Tushar Mehta. Who is the Supreme Commander of Armed Forces? President Ramnath Kovind. Who is the Chief of Defense of General Staff? General Bipin Rawat. Who is the Chief of the Army Staff General? Manoj Mukund Narwane. Who is the Chief of the Air Staff? Chief Marshal Rakesh Kumar Singh Bhadoria. Who is the Chief of the Naval Staff? Admiral Karambir Singh. Who is the Chairperson of Rajya Sabha? Vice President Venkaiah Naidu. Who is the Deputy Chairperson of Rajya Sabha? Mr. Harivansh Narayan Singh. Who is the Speaker of Lok Sabha? Mr. Om Birla. Who is the Chief Election Commissioner of India? Mr. Sunil Arora. Who is the Comptroller and Auditor General of India? Mr. G.C. Murmu. Who is the Registrar General and Census Commissioner of India? Mr. Vivek Joshi. Who is the Central Vigilance Commissioner? Mr. Sanjay Kathuri. Who is the Chief Information Commissioner of India? Mr. Yashwardhan Kumar Sinha. Who is the National Security Advisor? Mr. Ajit Kumar Dewal. Who is the Chief Economic Advisor? Mr. Krishnamurthy Subramaniam. Who is the Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government? Dr. K. Vijay Raghavan. Who is the Scientific Advisor to the Defense Minister? G. Satish Reddy. Who is the Cabinet Secretary of India? Mr. Rajiv Gauba. Who is the Foreign Secretary of India? Mr. Harshvardhan Shringla. Who is the Finance Secretary of India? Mr. Rajya Bhushan Pandey. Who is the Director General of Border Security Forces? Mr. S.S. Deswal. Who is the Director General of Central Reserve Police Force (CRPF)? Mr. A.P. Maheshwari. Who is the Director General of Central Industrial Security Forces? Mr. Kumar Rajesh Chandra. Who is the Director General of Indo-Tibetan Border Police? Mr. S.S. Deswal. Who is the Director General of National Security Guards (NSG)? Mr. S.S. Deswal. Who is the Director General of Shastriya Seema Bal? Mr. Kumar Rajesh Chandra. Who is the Director General of Assam Rifles? Mr. Sukhdeep Sangwan. Who is the Director General of National Investigation Agency? Mr. Y.C. Modi. Who is the Director of Intelligence Bureau? Mr. Arvind Kumar. Who is the Director of Central Bureau of Investigation (CBI)? Mr. Rishi Kumar Shukla. Who is the Head of Research Analysis Wing (RAW)? Mr. Samant Goel. Who is the Director General of Directorate of Revenue Intelligence? Mr. Balesh Kumar. Who is the chairperson of Atomic Energy Commission? Mr. K.N. Vyas. Who is the chairperson of 15th Finance Commission of India? Mr. N.K. Singh. Who is the chairperson of National Commission for Minorities? Mr. Saeed Goryal Hassan Rizvi. Who is the chairperson of National Commission for Scheduled Castes? Rameshkar Kataria. Who is the chairperson of National Commission for Scheduled Tribes? Mr. Nand Kumar Sai. Who is the chairperson of National Commission for Backward Classes? Dr. Bhagwan Lal Sen. Who is the chairperson of National Commission for Women's? Ms. Rekha Sharma. Who is the chairperson of National Human Rights Commission? Justice H.L. Dattu. Who is the president of National Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission? Justice R.K. Agarwal. Who is the chairperson of University Grants Commission? Darinder Pal Singh. Who is the chairperson of Union Public Service Commission? Mr. Pradeep Kumar Joshi. Who is the chairperson of Staff Selection Commission? Answer, Mr. Ashim Khurana. Who is the chairperson of Indian Space Research Organization? Mr. K. Sivan. Who is the chairperson of Defense Research and Development Organization? Dr. G. Satish Reddy. Who is the chairperson of Atomic Energy Regulatory Board? Answer, G. Nageshwar Rao. Who is the Director General of Indian Council of Medical Research? Balram Bhagwara. Who is the Director of Indian Council of Agriculture Research? Trilochan Mohapatra. Who is the Director General of Council Scientific and Industrial Research? Shekhar C. Mande. Who is the Governor of Reserve Bank of India? RBI. Shaktikanta Das. Who is the Chairperson of Central Board of Direct Taxes? Pramod Chandra Modi. Who is the Chairperson of Central Board of Indirect Tax and Customs? Mr. Ajit Kumar. Who is the Director General, Directorate General of Foreign Trade? Mr. Amit Yadav. Who is the Chairperson of Security and Exchange Board of India? Ajay Tyagi. Who is the Chairperson of Insurance, Regulatory and Development Authority? Subhash Khunotia. Who is the Chairperson of National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development? Mr. Govind Rajula Chintala. Who is the Chairperson of Small Industries Development Bank of India? Devendra Kumar Singh. Who is the Chairperson of Central Pollution Control Board? Shivdas Meena. Who is the Chairperson of Railway Board? Suneet Sharma. Who is the Chairperson of Bank Board Bureau? Bhanu Pratap Sharma. Who is the Chairperson of India Council of Historical Research? Arvind Jamkhedar. Who is the Director of National Council of Education Research and Training? Hirukesh Sinafati. Who is the Chairperson of National Dairy Development Board? Varsha Joshi. Who is the Chairperson of Central Board of Secondary Education? Mr. Manoj Ahuja. Who is the Chairperson of All India Council of Technical Education? Anil Sahasrabudhe. Who is the President of Shaitya Academy? Chandrasekhar Kamra. Who is the Chairperson of Central Board of Film Certificate? Parson Joshi. Who is the Director of Film and Television Institute of India? Shekhar Kapoor. Who is the chairperson of Doordarshan? A. Surya Prakash. Who is the president of Indian Olympics Association? Narendra Dhruv Batra. Who is the president of Board of Control for Cricket in India? Saurav Ganguly. Who is the Registrar of Newspaper for India Head of Department? Mr. Manish V. Desai. Who is the chairperson of Press Council of India? Chandramouli Kumar Prasad. Who is the chairperson of Press Trusted of India? Mr. Avik Shakar. Who is the Director General of India Coast Guard? Krishnaswamy Natarajan. Who is the Director General of National Cadet Corps? Lieutenant General Rajiv Chopra. Who is the Director of Enforcement Directorate? Mr. Sanjay Kumar Mishra. Who is the Director General of Railway Protection Force? Mr. Arun Kumar. Who is the Chairperson of Telecom Regulatory Authority of India? Mr. P.D. Wagle. Who is the Chairperson of Food Safety and Standard Authority of India? Mr. Rita. Who is the India's permanent representative to UN? Mr. T.S. Trimurti. Who is the India's ambassador and permanent representative to WTO? Mr. Badara Navneet. Who is the Vice Chancellor of Indira Gandhi National Open University IGNOU? Mr. Nageshwar Rao. Who is the Chairperson of National Green Tribunal NGT? Justice Adarsh Kumar Goyal. So thanks for watching guys. If you like my video, so make sure like, comment, share and subscribe, and don't forget hit the bell icon.